teams are what they are, right? And Illinois was coming in as hot as anybody else in the Big Ten because I think they had won 7 in a row, 8 in a row. They had gotten healthy, all that stuff. But that they pull within 1 at halftime. All right, they didn't play great in the first half, and neither did Illinois. But then I kept thinking to myself, second half, they're at home, right? And then you start thinking about, oh, well, Vlad Golden's parents haven't seen him play college basketball.
Oh, they made sure to remind us of that.
Oh, yeah, in 5 years. And we saw the hug at the airport. Oh, they meet his fiance. Oh, they can't possibly lose. Oh, wait, no, they lost by 20. Yeah. I mean, could there be any worse timing for him where they lose to Michigan State and then he proposes to his girlfriend? His parents haven't seen him in 5 years and he loses by 20? It's not going well for him this year.
No,
he's playing fine, but yeah.
He himself.
The moments.
Played all right, but
not going his way.
So here we are. We're into March, and we want to get into this a little bit here. Expectations for your team. Michigan State's on the other side of this. They've won 5 in a row. They've gone through a gauntlet. John, if you have all the teams up in front of you, I know Illinois is in there, Wisconsin, Maryland, Michigan, and Purdue.
Yep.
Some of those on the road, including Maryland on the road, Michigan on the road. MSU's turning the corner. And stop me if you've heard this before. But I think the difference now is Jace Richardson. He gives them something that can extend their tourney run. There's always the danger they go cold and get bounced. But Richardson gives them a guy who can create his own shot. He's a smaller guard, but he rebounds, he creates, he defends, and most importantly, when you get in one of these lulls, he can create his own shot. You know MSU's going to defend. You know they're going to shut your water off. You know they're going to hang in every single battle, and they've got enough depth to all they need is one of the guards to go off. So it's Akins, or it's Holloman, or it's Richardson, or Fears may have a game in here at some point. They're a deep team. They're built for a run, Final Four, maybe more. Michigan feels like a team built for a first weekend exit.
Sure. I mean, their characteristics say that there's nothing you can rely on. They're just not a very tough team. And it's when you look at it, and Dusty, and I'm not saying anything derogatory towards them because Dusty May has said that over the past couple of months. They just don't seem like a very tough team. And when you look at Michigan State and you watch them play, one of the things that comes to mind is toughness. And the fact that they have options. You already mentioned it, right? It could be any number of guys that get a hot hand, and it doesn't have to be for an entire game. It needs to be for 4 or 5 minutes here. And then all of a sudden somebody else picks up the hot hand for 4 or 5 minutes. And they just don't ever seem to go flat out cold for 7, 8 minute stretches where Michigan does. And then you look at the past, 5 or 6 games. They take care of business against Illinois, coming off a tough loss to Indiana. They take care of business in Champaign. And then it's 13th-ranked Purdue, win. 12th-ranked Michigan, on the road, win. 16th-ranked Maryland, on the road, win. 11th-ranked Wisconsin, at home, win. Like, they just simply, they play tough defense, and they have options offensively. I think they're built for a really nice run in the tournament.
And it's different guys that spark them. Like, I think Izzo said Cohen Carr dunk should be worth 6, just because, I mean, they're wow plays, right? They wake you up a little bit. Like, if you're in the crowd and you're a fan, you're on your feet. If you're on that bench, if you're on the floor, they do that they box out on defense, the thing Michigan refuses to do. Michigan has the things that get you beat in the tournament. As long as you guys have been watching March Madness, you can kind of pick out the things that get you beat. If you give the other team extra possessions with offensive rebounds and turnovers, you're begging to lose. And Michigan is one of the worst free throw shooting teams of anybody who's going to make the tournament. That's the other thing. You're going to leave points on the table. Yeah. MSU rebounds, they shoot free throws, they're deep. They've got their flaw. They're not a great shooting team, but they are finding ways to win. Exactly.
Yeah. And here's where I think Michigan State really gives themselves the best chance to be the team that makes a run is because they play really good defense. And if you're going to go cold, then you better turn up the heat defensively to at least keep it close until one of your shooters finds a rhythm. And for Michigan, like, they lost to Illinois, and it wasn't even really much of a game. They've got a ranked Maryland team, and then they're at Michigan State on Sunday to finish out the regular season. They may have seen their last regular season win. There's also a world where they may have seen their last win. I don't know who they're going to face in the Big Ten tournament, but if you're going into the tournament on 3 losses and you can't find a way to stop the bonehead turnovers and keep forcing things and make any big baskets, you could be an early exit in the tournament, and they're going to be in the NCAA tournament.
Oh, yeah.
But again, same characteristics will cost you at that. They could be a first round, if not just simply first weekend out.
I don't think Michigan fans are going to fight us on this, but it's interesting when you think about it. They're ranked. They're currently a double bye 2 seed in the Big Ten tournament, and we're going, I don't know when they're winning their next game because
you don't trust them.
They'll play Maryland and MSU, and then if they're a double bye, the first time they play a team in the Big Ten tournament, it's either going to be someone rolling or another really good team. And then when they get to the big dance, and they'll be in, and they'll, I don't know, be 4 or 5 seed if they keep losing. They're ripe for an upset. I mean, a 12 that comes in, that's maybe a mid-major, that's got a clear identity. Yeah, absolutely. They're going to be licking their chops to face the Wolverines. Think about it. We got a team ranked, 20-plus wins, among the leaders in the Big Ten, and we don't know if they're going to win another game this season.
And it's just and part of that is maybe it's an overreaction on my part because I just don't know what I trust about this team to win when it really matters. What is it that's going to show up? Defense? Again, it's not something that I really trust. Rebounding? I mean, if you can't shoot, then there's some things that you should be able to hang your hat on. You can always rebound. That's effort and just, awareness. It's playing defense. Same thing, effort and awareness. And it's being able to pass. But one of the things they do least of all is pass because it always seems like in a turnover.
They haven't played well against the good Big Ten teams, especially lately. I think they're getting grinded out a little bit in the Big Ten. Like, I think it's eating them up a little bit. And I have seen teams recover from this. Do it now instead of do it in 2 weeks, But I think Danny Wolf's getting locked up, and it's just it's making them sputter. He might be on fumes and need a reset because he's not used to the Big Ten.
Yeah.
The length of the season in terms of the quality of play day and night and every single night versus coming out of the Ivy League. They got to unlock him a little bit because I think teams are forcing the ball out of his hand. Teams won't be ready for him in the tournament right away. I think they can get back to the way they were playing. So the question is how quickly does a team figure out that you really got to get the ball out of his hands to frustrate Michigan's offense? Like, Michigan's got to have an answer to that, and I don't think they do right now.